It's The Rush, Utah high school sports every day. Thanks for being with us. Here we go. We're going to H-Town.
Heck of a game you boys played last night.
Hurricane boys soccer. This is Dash Wheeler who's going to laser one off the keeper's mitts, and it deflects out. Westy Farnsworth with the putback, bicycles it in for the Tigers. There's your highlight of the day, Larry. Kearns Cougars baseball team lost 20 games in a row last year to start the regular season. They won 3 games total, and they were all in the last week of the year. Enter Andrew Wild, new head coach, complete turnaround this year. Kearns is at the top of Region 4. They're hitting 10 points better as a team this year. Their fielding percentage has gone up 25 points. Their pitchers last year had a 1.38 to 1 K to walk ratio. This year, it's 2 to 1. As a team, they've already walked more this year than they did all of last year. Zach Budge is hitting .352 with 17 ribbies for the Cougars. Sophomore Mason Rodarte is hitting .333. And ace pitcher Boston Slaw has pitched 36 innings. He's averaging 16.5 pitches per inning, 50 strikeouts, a 2.13 ERA, and a strikeout percentage of over 61%. We talked with first-year head coach Andrew Wild about what has caused the change with Kearns baseball. We really started focusing on the culture we wanted. We focus on grades and have been throwing some fun grade parties for those who increase and are above certain GPAs. Our team GPA in first quarter was 2.91, and by the end of third quarter, it's 3.49. Our players are all dedicated to the vision and overall success we know this program can be, and take pride in Kearns baseball. They are demanding the respect of the other schools, which hasn't happened for many years. Let's take a look at some of the other top turnaround teams in baseball so far this year, Larry. We talked about Kearns. They're probably number one as far as turning it around from one year to the next. Green Canyon is 15-6 right now. Last year, they were 6-21. They're led by Dakota Calverley. He's got 16 ribbies, and Braxton Bowman, who's got 7 doubles for the Wolves. Copper Hill, 6-23 last year. This year, they are 13-5. Gage Lynch is batting .309. He leads the team. How about Lone Peak? Tops in 6A. Last year, they were 14-16. This year, 14-2 have already matched their win total. We know about Kingston Stroshine leading them in hitting. Grady Slesk is 6-3 on the mound with a 2.88 ERA for the Knights. We go to the Delta Rabbits. Last year, 11-15. This year, 14-5, Larry. Mason Robinson hitting .426 with 11 RBIs. This year's top goal scorer in girls lacrosse is Ryan Hatch. She's got 80 goals already, Larry. 6.7 goals per game. She's got 8 assists. She's averaging 3 ground ball pickups per game, and she's already won 81 draws. She says the key to her goal scoring is you got to get scrappy and creative with where you score and how you score. Don't be scared to make mistakes. Almost 7 goals per game. Orem plays Mountain View tomorrow. We're late on this one, Larry, but our guy Keegan Miller, Hurricane Tigers Wrestling, went to the Reno Nationals and was 1 win away from winning the whole dang thing. He got injured in the semifinal and had to forfeit, so 1 match from winning the title. I think he would have done it. He got to podium. We know he won state this year at 165 for the Tigers. Incredible career for Keegan Miller. Hurricane has dominated Region 9 for the last several years. He was the only one from Region 9 to place in the Reno Nationals and the only wrestler south of I-70 to place at the Nationals as well. Congratulations to Keegan Miller, our guy, Larry. Riverton Softball's Maggie Hamblin is leading the number 1 team in 6A. She's hitting a whopping .558 this year with 8 doubles, a triple, and 4 home runs. She leads the team in RBIs as well at 26. Junior Jaden Bushman has 6 home runs for Riverton, and Peyton Sanchez is a dominating 9-1 in the circle with a 2.55 ERA. They play Cedar Valley tomorrow. Let's take a look at our stat leaders in boys soccer this year. Goal scorers, Hunter Marshall from Waterford leads everybody with 26 goals. Jace Rodriguez from Ogden has 23. Samuel Cifuentes from Camp Williams has got 20. Alex Hernandez from St. Joseph also has 20. Cannon Clark from Green Canyon's got 20. Pedro Flores from Hillfield has, let's see, he's got 20 as well. Dave Jimenez from Wasatch Academy has got 19. Carlos Nieto Rosales from Murray has 19. Sebastian Segura Armas has 18. And James Dettinger from Manti has 17. Those are your leaders. Holy cow. We'll see if Marshall or Rodriguez can get up into the 30 range here, Larry. One of the top baseball performances last week was Bridger Larson from Snow Canyon against Pineview. Bridger went 5 for 5, 2 doubles, a triple, and a home run, hit for a series cycle. And Snow Canyon continues to wall up at a record pace, leading Region 9 and 4A this season. Bridger Larson has been a big part of that. All right, we got the great Colin Simmons. Dixie Flyers just had a signing day a few days ago at Dixie High School. And Colin, before we get started, for those that might not have heard, tell us where you're going and why you chose there.
Yeah, so I just recently signed to Salt Lake Community College here in Utah. I was looking at a few other schools. Most of them were out of state, but finally decided to land on Slick. I really like their program. Their coach is really great. He's seriously one of a kind. He really put in a lot of time on me. He came down here to visit for my signing day, actually, which I thought was great. He's just a great guy. I love their staff, so excited to get things done with them.
Tell us a little bit more about the decision. What put it over the top? Was it Coach Rice and your relationship that you developed with him that kind of put you over the top to go to Slick?
Yeah. Oh, definitely for sure. I mean, the coach is great. A lot of my other options were out of state. Most of them were like the NWAC conference, which, I'm not saying anything bad about the NWAC, but I thought just better for my development and everything. I felt like for me, it'd be better to go to National JUCO, especially. It's great to stay here in Utah. So really glad that, they're not too far away, so my family can come and watch me play and stuff.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
What does Coach Rice or just the coaching staff in general say that they like about your game and kind of their vision for your development in the next couple of years?
I know Coach Rice for sure has talked about he likes my versatility. Here in high school, I kind of played more of a big guy, but I had pretty much no other option because I'm pretty much the tallest guy out on the floor. But I feel like he wants me to develop more as like a 3 or 4 at the college level. He likes how versatile I am. I can, my length, I can get stuff done on defense, and I can move the floor really well. So I felt like that's kind of what he sees in me.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, what you do, especially this era of basketball, your length and your versatility, which you displayed at Dixie, obviously very attractive for any coach at the college level. I wanted to ask you about your career at Dixie High, Colin, and kind of that journey playing for Coach Roberts and such a great program, how that helped you get to where you are now playing next level basketball.
Yeah, for sure. Coach Roberts was great. I mean, I'm just super grateful for everything he's done for me. All the other assistant coaches. He was good at, like I said, I kind of played a big guy, but, I think he kind of knew that's not really where I was going to be at college. So he would also put me out on the perimeter. I could knock down some threes or get to the basket. I wasn't just stuck, underneath the hoop where I kind of limited there. So I think he kind of saw that I was going to be more of an outside player. So yes, I would play inside, but he would run some stuff, get me outside and so I can attack in and stuff. So
what's a memory from Dixie High that maybe one game or one moment you can draw up for us, Colin? I can think of a couple just from this past year, but which one kind of sticks out from your high school career for you?
I think highlight wise, my favorite one's probably against Snow Canyon. I kind of had that little drop step dunk. That was probably my favorite. But one of my favorite memories, I guess, is going up to state with my friends, just hanging out up there on the bus and stuff and in the hotels and everything. It's just great memories made with them.
And then lastly, I was going to ask you about just overall your basketball journey. What's something that you've learned that maybe you'd pass on to a a young kid who's just getting into high school basketball, who wants to have the goal of playing collegiately one day, what's something that the first thing you tell him to achieve that?
Right. So I think where I was at kind of freshman year and just, starting things out high school wise, uh, definitely is like trust your coaches, I would say. Kind of like I was a freshman. I played up on sophomore a little bit. Definitely wasn't as good as I am now, but I would just say trust your coaches. Like, you might think, oh, they're against me. They don't want me. They're not. They're trying to put me down or not play me or anything. But I would just say, I think most of the time they know what's best for you. And if you have questions, I would say just ask them. That's definitely something that has gotten through me is if I need help with something or I'm not understanding something of what they're doing, I can ask them kind of that way and get their information, their side of the story. You know what I mean? So
Absolutely.
for sure.
All right, everybody, that's Colin Simmons, all-state basketball player from Dixie High, taking his talents to Salt Lake Community College. Colin, thanks so much for your time. Good luck. We'll be following you. It's been a blast to cover you down here at Dixie High, man.
For sure. Thank you for having me.
All right, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be back on The Rush right after this.
We're number one.
We're looking at the 3A baseball RPI chase for number one. I think this is the closest RPI chase in baseball this year. You've got Union at a 6.0 RPI ranking. They've got Manti this week twice. Manti is ranked 4th right now in 3A. Delta right behind Union with a 5.8 score. They've got Providence Hall this week. And Grantsville at a 5.6. They've got Ogden and American Leadership Academy next. So pretty good chase there in 3A for the top overall spot. I think several classifications, it's still kind of up for grabs, but none closer than 3A right now in baseball.
Water is for cowards.
Who is the best junior at receiver in football next year?
I would say from the guys that I've seen, which isn't everybody, and I'm sure I'm missing people, but Eli Mortensen, who was at Morgan last year as a sophomore, had a tremendous, he was probably close to 800, 900, 1,000 yards receiving as a sophomore. I know he's going to Skyridge and is going to help them take the roof off on the vertical stuff this year. So he's probably the top for me, just off the top of my head, thinking of a kid who's going to a program that's going to compete for a state championship every year at the, going up a couple classifications. I think he's going to be a game breaker for them. Send us your highlights, Andy at therushutah.com, or DM us anywhere on social media at TheRushUtah. We'll use your highlights. We do it every day. It's The Rush, Utah high school sports every day.